Hello, everyone, and welcome. If you're kind of seeing the kind of weird lighting, I'm right in front of the sun. So I hope that you're doing amazing, feeling phenomenal, rested, well, thriving, abundant, and blessed. My name is Atisa. The readings on here, as well as you can book a reading with me down below. Have some ranging from ancestral to just personal, as well as you can check out my podcast down below where I just talk about spirit, life, and all the good things. And then, with that being said, cultivated and done. Let's go ahead and lower that because I am not that pale. But let's go ahead and get into this. I wanted to do a pick a card in regards to your consciousness, your higher consciousness, your higher self. And I was inspired by this book I'm currently reading, which is called Surviving Death, where essentially it's talking about people that are young kids that have like past life energies and they're remembering it's actually somebody that lived here or just near death experiences, so forth and have you. And they all talk about consciousness. Is it actually a part of the body? Is it separate? Is it something more? Us in the spiritual community, we already know. But I was inspired to see what your higher consciousness is bringing you to, wants to elevate you to in welcome in your life. So this is your overall energy. All the cards look like this. The overall energy looks like this. We have three separate piles: pile one, pile two, and pile three. So, with that being cultivated, said, and done, we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number one. Hello, pile number one. I hope that you are doing amazing and well. Hope that you are feeling vibrantly blessed. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get into your card. I didn't see your card. So we're going to be seeing this together where your higher consciousness, your higher self is bringing you to. Okay. Page of Cups. I felt something in my throat. But Page of Cups energy. Just doing things with integrity. Doing things because, not because people are looking or watching or because you're expecting things, because you're doing it because it feels aligned. So your higher consciousness is to bring you into more of a life that feels aligned, not forced, not uncomfortable, not confused, not constricted, but aligned. Where it feels like every opportunity continues to lead to another opportunity, to another growth, to another change, to more abundance, and all these things. So with this Page of Cups coming in, it's allowing you to be curious about your emotions and expressing that, being vulnerable and having a realization about your life. So your higher consciousness is bringing you this Page of Cups energy where you're able to do that, and that brings you more love, that brings you more grace, that brings you more patience and peace. So your high consciousness is like, hey, we'll bring you Page of Cups energy, where you're able to express your emotions, dive into them, but also where you feel more aligned, where you're not questioning, should I have done that? Should I have said that? Should I not have said that? Da-da-da-da. It's just everything that you're doing is feeling more 111. Like, okay, it's also feeling very 888. Not only just abundance, but also like death and rebirth energy as well. So your high consciousness is bringing you to where you're not expecting anything to happen, good or bad. You're just expecting to live life, and so it's bringing you into this alignment. And I always like to point out how the Page of Cups was just rescuing the fish that landed on the beach, put it in its own cup, and the fish was like, "Here goes a pearl. Thank you for saving me." The page was not expecting it. It was just being kind. It was just being helpful. It was just being themselves. And as it was, nurturing to the fish said, let me bless you with something. And I feel like not only that's not to be a natural person, you could have been loving on yourself more, choosing yourself more, putting yourself first more, saying no more, I'm hearing, saying yes to things that you do want to do, speaking up for yourself more. That is also nurturing self. And somebody noticing that is going to be like, oh shit, okay, like I like that. I like that energy. And so with this Page of Cups is coming in and like, your higher consciousness is leading you to feel like you belong in your life. Like you are a present manifestation and destiny of your ancestors. It is making you feel so open, so expressive, and so real. And so with that coming into you here and allowing some type of semblance in your life, it's really blessing you in a good way. So Where is this Page of Cups leading them? Now, they were kind of pulling from this deck as well. So let's see where the Page of Cups is leading them. Pull from the top or no? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm hearing you already planted the seeds. You've already planted the seeds. I'm hearing somebody say, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not settling for that anymore. I'm not working with that anymore. I'm not. It's like people don't realize even words are seeds. It doesn't have to be like, okay, this is my routine. I'm sticking. Those are, nurturing the seeds, but it starts with your thoughts. That is the initial seed. And being like, you know what? I don't fuck with that. Yeah, I do fuck with that. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna put on myself. It starts there. Hi, handsome. Where he just came in. It starts there. It starts with that revelation. It starts with that energy, right? Because you looked at everything, he was like, where can my life be? And what can I do right now to get to where my life can be? And so those actions that you took was watering the seed, was I'm hearing somebody like singing to the seed and making music. So that has been the cultivation, but you already planted it by saying what you will and will not do, by thinking in your highest favor, by thinking in your highest good. That was actually the initial seed. It wasn't sticking to a routine or creating the routine. It wasn't cutting off that person or speaking up to that person. It was that first thought that initially hit your head. That first thought that was like, yeah, I like this idea. I like this mode. And so that led you to this integrity. Like I said, the Page of Cups is really much about emotional integrity and what you would do when nobody's looking, which is obviously the definition of integrity, but allowing yourself to express and just be. You're not doing it for a hoax. Ace of Cups, abundant pleasure, abundant joy. Like I said, you can be seeing 888, open expression, living your life for you, following your intuition, following your gut. Like I said, a lot of one, a lot of alignment, coming into self and recognizing that your higher self is bringing you to a place where you're starting to see the sproutlets, where you're starting to see the tree grow, not bear fruit. Like the tree is bearing fruit. Well, I planted the tree, so it's like you're seeing the tree grow. And I'm seeing somebody, how like sometimes when trees can lean you at like a stick and then like or a bend. I feel like that's your boundaries that you've been adding to yourself. When you felt like this lump in your throat, instead of allowing it to sit there and feel like a suffocating, you speak on it, whether you're crying while you're doing it, stuttering while you're doing it. Um, I mean, like, whew, the whole time having to breathe and talk yourself through it. You're doing it though. Whether it's truly diving in and being like, you know what? No matter how they take what I'm doing or what I'm not doing, I know that my actions, I know that my character speaks highly of my reputation that I have cultivated for myself. And so your higher self is like, let's go ahead and continuously bless you. Let's go ahead and continuously lead you down this path of wholeness, of harmony, of love, of sincerity. Yeah, you are very, very, very powerful in your emotions and your empathy and your emotional depth, and you're finally giving it to yourself. Ace of Pentacles, balance of spiritual and material, welcoming in new opportunities and prospects. Like I said, you weren't expecting this because you weren't expecting anything good or bad. You were just expecting yourself to live your life, be open and vulnerable. That allowed for the Ace of Pentacles. Just like the Page of Cups. You wasn't expecting anything. You just was like, I need to save this fish. Why is it out on the beach? Use this own personal cup. And this is different than sacrificing self. Because the Page of Cups can just wash it out. It's easy. Like, I was on the beach anyway. It's like you are already in this mode. But some people, shit, even if we take billionaires, they in this mode of having all this money, all these things, and they can help up, but they don't. That's their integrity showing continuously. But you recognize that my integrity is recognizing that I am the highest resource. And you're recognizing who should and shouldn't have access to you, what you should and shouldn't put your attention and attention to, what you are nourishing, what you are feeding yourself, and that is allowing for abundance. That is allowing for wealth. That is allowing for you being put in, I'm seeing like a spotlight, almost like you're being investigated, but in a way like spirit is investigating you, but you don't waver. Because you have this page of cups overall energy where you are just you. Whether you make mistakes, whether have to take moments to cry and just bereave with stuff, but you are you through and through, and spirit likes that because if you're vibrating on your own frequency, you can always be pulled out from the bunch. You can always be blessed because they know exactly who they're blessing. They know exactly who they're working with. And so tap into this. Be you no matter what it may look like or feel like to others. You have to be you. If you are a crier, if you're emotional, if you make things awkward, whatever that is. We're speaking up, but you are somebody that is integrity filled. You don't do things because it looks good or how it may make you sound, or you do things because it's just genuinely who you are. Yeah. So your higher self is like you already done planted the seeds. You already done grew them. Right now you're starting to see them sprout. Keep watering it. Keep going. Keep thriving. Because this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups, abundant pleasure, abundant wealth, abundant opportunities, feeling lively in your life, feeling creative, feeling expressive, feeling vulnerable and comfortable in that vulnerability. Your higher self, this is what you are looking for. This is what you have been waiting for. You've been waiting for a breath to breathe. So yeah, anything else, Spirit? What you want to say to Part 1? Oh my God, why am I hearing Jasmine Sullivan? I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears, but I'm scared of loving and not scared. And it's almost like for someone that's a very specific message because maybe you've been hesitant on loving people romantically because you feel like they won't reciprocate it or it won't last long. And Spirit is saying, even if that, don't be afraid to express and receive love and give love and all these things because that's just who you are. And if you're hiding a piece of yourself because of how other people may or may not treat you, so Spirit is like, don't be afraid. If you're worried about the person diving in, no matter how long it lasts. To be loved is to possibly experience hurt, but to be hurt is to possibly experience the love that can heal that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so excited for you. I love you, love you, love you. Love yourselves more. And until next time, like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, pile number 2. How are you doing, my loves? You guys are the only pile that got 2 cards for your overall higher conscious energy. I did not see the card, so we're just going to go ahead and flip those over together. Wow. You got the Queen of Wands, Aries energy, first house energy within your body energy, and the Hangman. Your higher self is leading you to feeling confident in your body, feeling confident in your voice, feeling confident in your work. And right now you're at a pause period, in a pause moment in your life right now with tapping into what true confidence looks like, what true power looks like, what true charismatic authority looks like, what true sex appeal looks like, what truly feeling sensual in your body looks like. You are currently at a pause period because for so long it has been, I'm hearing, oh wow, I'm hearing, even with your wardrobe and what you wear, it's like I have to wear this for my body type, or I have to wear this because of my mom, or because I'm a dad, or I have to do this. It's like even with the way that you are changing your wardrobe now, and what you feel, or I can't wear this, I'm too old, or it's like you are stepping back into this charismatic energy where you're flirting with yourself. And and level up yourself and turning yourself on. Essentially, we just gonna get there. You are turning yourself on. You are stopping in mirrors. If this is really, if you've been dealing with body issues, um, just feeling confident in self, your own voice, your own hair, I'm hearing your own bodily smell because everybody has their own smell. You're just getting comfortable with this very first house energy yourself and how you move and how you are perceived throughout the world. And so, with the hangman coming in here, it's like spirit has stopped something. Maybe you haven't felt like going out as much because spirit wants you to work on seeing yourself without other people seeing you perceive you. I always like to say if you only get dressed up when you're going outside because of how other people may see you or may not see you. You don't just get dressed up around the house or you don't just dance around. It's like if you're not doing things to, like I said, turn yourself on, to enamor yourself, to feel good in your body. Excuse me. Those those things, then it's always going to feel like performative. And that's not Aries energy. Aries energy is not performative. It is the start of how you feel and move and act within your body. So the hangman is pausing you. Like I said, you could be in a lot more. I'm hearing it could have removed you out of certain friend groups. And now you have to see yourself without being around those people or in association with those people. Your clothes cannot be fitting anymore, whether you're getting smaller or bigger or more toned. It's just something within your body that your higher self wants to bring you to where you are okay with the vessel that you're currently in. No matter how it changes, how it shifts, you are okay with your vessel because you spent the most time with it. It's the body that you're going to spend 24/7 with. 24/7 with. And so your higher consciousness is like, this is your vessel. And your spirit chose this vessel because of what it's capable of, because of the way that you honor yourself and think about yourself. So your higher self is bringing you to this Queen of Wands, where you are stepping into this authority, into this confidence, into this sureness, into this knowing, where you are able to lead your life in a dominating way that's not submissive. And I feel like for a while you feel like you have to be submissive to society, to things about, and the hangman is making you really, they're really like almost feel like it's pausing time. And it's taking you back like Six of Cups energy. It's taking you back to moments where you were sure of yourself when something or someone made you doubt and go back inside or shrink. So your higher consciousness is leading you to feeling sexy, confident, sure in your body, but also in your work and how you move. You ever look back on your pictures and stuff when you were a little, like probably a year or so ago, whatever, you're looking back like, dang, that's how I look back then. Well, dang, I was looking good. But in those moments, sometimes, whoever resonates for you probably was like, dang, my boob was a little bit, or my whatever. But when you look back on it a month later, a year later, you're like, damn, I should have appreciated my body then. I should have did it. Or damn, the wardrobe I was wearing, I shouldn't have threw that away. I was killing that. It's certain things where you're looking back, and like I said, this is a company like, dang, I should have appreciated it then. Spirit is like, appreciate you now because that is still the same body. That is still the same body that laughs loudly, that speaks confidently, emotionally. That is the same body that's there with you when you talk to yourself. That's the same body that dances to its favorite song and belts out loud. That's the same body that can see beauty and create beauty. That is the same body. Now the hangman is telling you, how do you think about the same body? How do you think about the same energy? And it's pushed you into the realm of truly loving all parts of yourself, liking all parts of yourself, being confident in all parts of yourself. For a while, especially me being a reader, I had to get over how I felt about how my voice sounds. I had to get over how my body was changing throughout the years. Still getting comfortable, still loving on stuff, still taking time. But Spirit is allowing you to have this moment so that way when you go out there, you know yourself. It's no more shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I want everybody to get this. Ace of Pentacles, a balance of spiritual and material. I feel like you denied yourself possibly from some opportunities or aspects in love or just life because you felt like you possibly weren't worthy. But with this Ace of Pentacles, Spirit is like will bring you to where you feel spiritually, emotionally, and physically in tune with yourself. And you like where it's going because you like where it was. And so this Ace of Pentacles is bringing in new opportunities for you to see yourself. Ace of Pentacles, yes, it's about money, but it is the material root chakra energy of I have. That survival energy in my survival mode. Can I not do this? Can I not accept this? Can I? No. You are the person that's worthy of that. You are the person that's needed. You are the person that's necessary. And so your higher self is like, we are necessary. You are needed. You are needed. And so once you start recognizing that you need yourself, you can't, no matter if you've been looking at, I'm seeing somebody looking at other people's videos, maybe like working out or like pole dancing or whatever. It's like, dang, if I could just do it. It's like, maybe you can. But if you're looking at your body in comparison to somebody else's, what they can do, how they can bring music to life or art or the way that they can put on clothes or the way that they laugh or the way that they can pull wind with their whatever it is, you're not going to notice the beauty in yourself, right? And it kind of reminds me when somebody's like, sometimes you don't notice the things that are a gift for your life because you're so used to how easily it comes to you, right? It just comes to you so easily. It's like first and second nature. It's like, I don't need to think about it. And that's how Spirit wants you to be with your body, with your essence, with your presence, with how you invoke life and energy. The butterfly does not want to be the eagle for good reason, because it knows its worth. And so somebody's like, oh my God, you're da-da-da-da. Don't brush that off no more. I'm like, oh no, oh this, oh that, da-da-da. Don't brush it off anymore. Because those are the things that you dismiss that can lead you closer to self. So pause in those moments like, oh shit, I didn't even, okay, thank you. Like, thank you. Awesome. I appreciate that. I didn't even, and even starting small with just saying like, damn, I put that shit on today. Or even when you feel like, dang, I don't really feel like I'll put that on today. That's also good. Because you recognize what your body feels comfortable in, what your body feels seen in by your own eyes. Dang, I didn't work out as hard as I did today, as I did yesterday, but you worked out today. You know what I'm saying? So the things that you feel like are a shame, try to flip that. Like, dang, I ate a lot today. Like, dang, I had some good indulgence today. I indulged quite a bit today. It's changing the way that you are viewing the actions in your life, viewing how you move and operate in your life. And that's allowing you to accept more opportunities for you to be seen, heard, and felt. And know that you deserve to be there. Okay? So your higher consciousness is bringing you to truly love your body, truly value and feel it worthy and at home itself. So if you are taking a pause mode where you feel like you're not doing anything, or you're really journaling heavy, or you're really going in, that's necessary. That's needed. Okay. But that has been your reading pile number 2. I love you. Love yourself more. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time. Pile number 3, now yours. Sorry, let me go ahead. 20, 20. Yours got a chain up message with it. Like I said, pile 3 is always, for the most part, my spiritual pile. and so I didn't see your card, but yours got the channel message you got is don't want to be overloaded with information, with info. And so I feel like your higher consciousness has been kind of badgering you a little bit, kind of like really like it's giving Panther energy, Vulture energy, where it's like we're not letting you loose until you truly do what you need to do, live how you need to live, accept how you need. Like we're not letting you loose at all, at all. We are going to change it, and so you possibly I'm seeing getting late that message. Your dreams can be very vivid, like almost like you know how you get vivid dreams when it's typically the water sign, especially Pisces. You're getting vivid dreams, right? Or a lot of deja vu moments, or you're feeling like a lot of out of body experience. It's just a lot of spiritual happenings around you where your higher consciousness is trying to get your attention. But since you feel like you don't want to be overloaded with any information or information at all, and in some ways you're kind of ignoring it. But Spirit is like, no, we need you to tune in. And then you can tune us out whenever, once this is done. But like, tune in. And so it's like I don't want to be overloaded. And I feel like you've been trying to do it too much. But the things you're dealing with, Spirit is telling you we don't want you working on that. We don't want you worried about that. We don't want you dealing with that's for us to handle. You're getting in the way right now. You're getting in the way. And so you're like, I don't want to be overloaded with information. It's like we're giving you the information that we need you to work on. Right now you're trying to complete missions that you were not assigned to. Right now you're trying to worry about things that you were supposed to put in our hands, that you, for some of you, did not put in hands, whether you said a prayer, lit a candle, went outside and danced to the clouds. I don't fucking know. But you already done gave it. And so Spirit is like, we're not overloading you with information. We're trying to give you the information that you need. I'm seeing you guys kind of remind me of Spirit's like the old people because they're giving you the thing where Spirit is asking you a question, or like a little kid is asking a question to an old person, and the old person is giving this long-winded story, like, "Well, if you want to know this, you got," and Spirit is like, the kid is just like, we just need to know this, and that's how it feels. It's like Spirit is like, we're giving you this information, we're giving you this inquisitiveness, we're giving you this urge. Well, now you want to tell us a whole story, like, I can't do it because my mom permed my hair. That's kind of the excuses that y'all kind of giving us. Want to say your higher self was like, we're giving you the information, focus on that. We don't need your self-fed information. We don't need your help right now. Get the fuck out the kitchen. Get out of the kitchen. Move out of our way. And you do that. Strength. Leo energy. Get out of the way. You are trying to exert your strength in places it is not needed. The Spirit is like, we need your strength over there. We need your energy over there. We need your presence. We need your attention. Because right now you're worried about everything else is actually a distraction. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. So with this strength card, it's like you're pushing a limit or a place that you don't need to push or worry about anymore. They have the strength for this now. They have the ideas for this. And I feel like you're like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do, but you're still trying to do stuff. But since it's not back, I'm sorry that something that's fucking up. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to stop trying to exert your strength. Go to where you are needed. I don't know why I'm saying Humpty Dumpty. All the king horses and all the king's men, it could have been Humpty together again. It's like you're trying to put something together that you're not supposed to. Mm. Are there any other cards? I'm not. Your reading was quite short, which is hilarious. Because even when I wrote it down on the channel messages, it was almost like your energy was like, all right, we don't want no information. We're not going to even pick a card. But yet you're here. 30, 33, as I said that. Yet you're here. Seeking some type of information. Some type of knowledge. And Spirit is like, why? We have given it to you. And it's almost like I'm seeing somebody walking and they keep tripping over the same crack. And instead of them stepping out and noticing the crack, they just keep tripping over like, oh, it's there. But then once they finally looked down and realized it wasn't a crack they were tripping over, it was a stick that they could have moved out of the way the entire time. But since they were so focused on going forward, like, fuck it, it's just a crack. I'm gonna keep going. But it isn't. It's sticks in the road. And Spirit wants you to focus on picking up that stick, picking up those triggers and removing them, picking up those self-doubts and removing them, picking up that self-belief and faith and adding it in. Because right now you're exerting your strength where it's not needed. It's like a kindergartner and like somebody in high school having an arm wrestling contest. It's like these matching skills or a spelling bee contest. It's like Spirit is like Spirit is the seniors like, don't worry, we'll handle the spelling bee. And y'all the kindergartners right now, where it's like, just go do arts and crafts. Go learn the basics. They want you to get back to learning the basics. CPR can save a life, so can open heart surgery. Right now, they just need you to do CPR. They don't need you to do the extra extensive stuff right now. Stop overexerting your strength, your knowledge, yourself, your energy. Okay? Okay. Yeah, y'all reading, they didn't focus on the info they gave you. I love you. Love yourselves more. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Pile number 3. And till next time.